Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. I have seen a whole lot of copium in my life, of course. I mean, it's kind of part of the daily job, but this takes the freaking cake. This video topic brings so much leftist copium, so many different ideas all together in one. It's just incredible. You know, it might not be the most viral video I make of the year. It probably won't. Don't exactly know how I'm going to do the title and thumbnail to get this topic to spread, even though I want as many people as possible to watch this one specifically. But even if it's not going to be the most popular video I ever release, but I just had to do it. I got an opinion piece from CNN Politics to show you guys. A title so ridiculous, a premise so ridiculous, it might as well be a satirical piece from the Babylon Bee. Typical leftist copium, zero accountability, and when you use their own words against them, supposedly they're victims of conservative verbal jujitsu. You guys are gonna get a kick out of this one. Let's roll the tape. All right, folks, this is a real tweet. This is a real tweet from the official CNN Politics Twitter account. How conservatives use verbal jujitsu to turn liberals' languages against them. Analysis by John Blake. Let's see what genius political analyst John Blake has to say. The two frontrunners for the White House in 2024 are tied in a hypothetical rematch. Congress is paralyzed. Every big election seems to be decided by razor-thin margins. By almost any measure, the struggle for political dominance in the U.S. seems deadlocked between Republicans and Democrats. At times, the two parties resemble a pair of punch-drunk boxers, slugging away at one another in a contest that neither can end. But there is one political battleground where Republicans triumph virtually every time, and control of this arena could determine who wins the White House in 2024. Starts off pretty good, no red flags as of yet. Everything he said was quite accurate, but here's where the craziness and the copium enters the room. Republicans are masters of verbal jujitsu. You mean speaking and conveying ideas or challenging ridiculous ideas? It's a form of linguistics combat in which the practitioner takes a political phrase or concept popularized by their opponent and gradually turns it into an unusable slur, like the Japanese martial art known as jujitsu. Its devotees avoid taking opposing arguments head-on and instead redirect their opponent's momentum to beat them. If this sounds abstract, consider the evolution of the word woke. The word is defined as being actively aware of social injustice, but it has been transformed into a contemporary scourge, one that a politician compared to a virus more dangerous than any pandemic, hands down. Mention almost any touchstone phrase adopted by the left in recent years: critical race theory, diversity, global warming, even the word liberal itself, it has been redefined or tarnished by conservatives. Yeah, so you heard it right there, folks. From genius John Blake. The word woke and other woke phrases have been bastardized, twisted, manipulated through conservative linguistic jujitsu. Woke just means being keenly and actively aware of social injustice. No, maybe that's how it started, but conservative jujitsu tactics didn't turn it into the abomination that it has become today. You did that. You little wokies and wokesters did it to yourselves. We're simply observing the facts. Apparently, we turn the word woke toxic, not the people advocating for abortion up to 9 months, or even after birth, not the people actively promoting racist ideology like critical race theory and DEI standards and quotas that discriminate against people based on the color of their skin, not the people who created a toxic oppression Olympic pyramid, the people who wield as a weapon and monetize their supposed or perceived victimhood, toxic authoritarian leftist characters who seek to censor and control language and promote totally inappropriate adult alternative lifestyles onto children. No, they didn't do it. Actually, it's some sort of psychological propaganda jujitsu coming from conservatives. I have never heard anything so ridiculous in my life. You notice how every idea, every argument, everything that comes from the left always fits a couple tropes. First is no accountability. This is a political side that never takes accountability for their own actions, their own descent into madness, descent into extremism. No, it's not our fault. It's not happening. It's actually just a misrepresentation. It's jujitsu from the other side. I mean, every single time we see the same pathetic tactic, this pathetic, incoherent defense from leftoids. They just cannot accept basic accountability and responsibility for their own words. And every single time they step in it, again, it's not their own doing. They're victims. They're victims of a propaganda campaign from the evil conservatives. Everything on the left, the entire leftist ideological apparatus, is based on victimhood and a lack of accountability and taking no responsibility. Whether it comes to their policy proposals, their policy stances, everyone's always a victim and it's never anyone's fault. And in the political arena, when their ideas fall flat, when their ideas again descend into chaos and start to become toxic and unpopular, again, it's not their fault. They're just victims. You're not a victim. It's just your own words backfiring. That's literally all it is. There's no Japanese martial art turned into a verbal martial art, verbal jujitsu. It's literally called debate and argument, open discussion. Conservatives are simply pointing at woke ideology and going, hey, that's crazy. And supposedly that's some sort of like 3D chess move? No, you're insane. The reactions in the comment thread or the Twitter thread at least restore a little bit of faith in humanity. One Twitter user writes, "You mean logical debate?" A man by the name of Douglas Bear responds, "I'm also a master of Krav Maga." That comment 100% takes the cake. Translation: how conservatives unfairly turn people against liberal positions by explaining them clearly with words. JC73 writes, "How dare conservatives use our own words and ideas against us? Conservatives are painting us woke liberals as unhinged, radical, authoritarian lunatics." Well, I wonder where we got that idea from. Could it possibly be moments like these? You know, the typical woke reaction to ideas that wokesters disagree with? Could it possibly be the completely deranged, unhinged sort of spell that has taken over the woke left, causing them to act like absolute lunatics on a regular basis? You know, I'm not generating fake AI videos of leftists mobbing random people in the street, of leftists burning down businesses, attacking people or suffering unhinged meltdowns because of words, launching cancellation campaigns against people because of words or political associations, or being unable to control themselves when they see a Trump sign on someone's lawn, jumping out of the car or jumping off of their bike to destroy said lawn sign or to steal it. I mean, it just happened once again. I didn't do that. It's not a false flag. I didn't orchestrate the event or perform any type of propaganda jujitsu. You did that. I'm simply pointing the finger and going, look, crazy nutcase. I mean, for Pete's sakes. We covered a story 2 months ago or 3 months ago of a state senator keying someone's car and getting arrested for it because the person looked like a Trump supporter. I can't remember if they had a Trump bumper sticker or what it was, but either way, completely crazy. I'm not the one creating a false narrative that leftists are advocating for adult performances to be promoted and performed in front of children. That's you guys. I'm simply pointing the finger and saying, look, crazy. Anyways, I don't need to further justify why this article is complete copium, totally insane. I just thought you guys would get a kick out of it. I'm sure you did. And of course, if you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. You know that we'd love to have you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.